Cool.
We're here with Flamm today, and we're discussing his music. I am a very big fan. I just started to listen to your music. I was very, very surprised I'm usually into like folk kind of music, but your smooth tone really surprised me, and I really love how that you do loops in your music, which is awesome.
Yeah.
Kind of like Ed Sheeran style, which I personally like. But a lot of people really don't understand loops, and a lot of people don't know what that is. Could you like explain a little bit how it works?
How does it work? It's a Boss RC300 loop station, and the one that I have, they actually don't even make it anymore.
Oh wow.
It's funny, but you got 3 channels. It really the most important thing is the first loop. So once you make that first loop, everything else falls into place. I usually start with vocal percussion, so it's like.
Right.
So you hit that, and then that starts looping.
Similar to your last video that I watched as
go.
well, right?
Yeah.
And is it hard to do this? Is it something that you have to kind of work at and practice at?
Depends on the person. I mean, I've been beatboxing and banging on tables and cafeterias since I was like 10, you know? But I definitely have gotten better since, so you can always get better. You know?
Where did you start? You know, in the cafeteria with your friends, or?
Yeah, just chilling with my boys, man.
In high school?
Like 5th grade.
5th grade?
Yeah.
Wow. Where'd you go to school?
I went to Pearls Elementary School in Yonkers, New York.
Nice.
Yeah.
Did you always...
No.
Do you create all the beats and sounds for your music? Do you have people that help you, that jump in, co-writers, stuff like that?
It starts out here,
Mm-hmm.
literally, like right here, you know what I mean? And then, there's people that I'm blessed, man. I got a team full of people that are here to help all the time. Sounds Music Group, it's my brothers, they're actually right there, but, I mean, I do my best to make it as perfect as I want it to sound.
Right.
And then I don't know everything, you know what I mean? So I bring a couple people in, you know, just to get another brain on it, another heartbeat involved in the music. But yeah, I got this guy, my man Urko from Italy. IRK, I see you taking notes. He mixed my last single, Deep Impact, that's coming out. The video's gonna drop soon, next month. But yeah, man, there's always the more brains involved in any project, the better it'll be. You know?
And is this similar to how you recreated your song "See You Again"? How you had a version and then you redid it? I am.
Yeah, no, that's exactly what it is, man.
Yeah. I really did like the recreated version.
Thank you.
I love the beginning, like I said, I love the loops. And did you have an inspiration to redo that song, or did someone mention you should, like a fan feedback?
You know what it was? When I started using Loop Machine, normally I would always do my shows with my band. So, my band costs money. You know what I mean? So, when I couldn't afford the band, I had to do it myself. So that's what that loop, my using of the loop was out of necessity at first.
So it's a benefit, so it's a money aspect. You're saving a lot of money by creating your own beats.
That, and also it's you have more control over what's going on. You know, it's like
Right.
I'm like Dr. Manhattan on stage. You know, it's just like 30 different Flamms in one with this.
Now, can you use a loop with drums or like a piano?
Yeah, I use it with a piano. I use it with drums sometimes. Actually, I just started using it with drums. But so yeah, to answer your question, we'll see you again. Somebody asked me, I feel like it happened at a show. I do that a lot. I perform just randomly. I try brand new stuff, right? Not shit, right? I can't say shit. I perform brand new stuff.
Be you, dude.
I like performing brand new things on stage. I'm an impromptu type of person. I like doing things on site. So I think somebody was just like, yo, do See You Again. And I'm like, damn, I don't have my band. So I just went for it, and then it just caught on.
So you just freestyle and you come up with this, and then you go with it after. And where do you perform?
Anywhere that I can, really. I performed in New York since we started. I think we performed at like 50 or 60 venues. There might be 70.
70?
What, 100?
No, not 100 yet. We close though.
Well, we getting there. But it started out. I I started off as a performance artist before I even had anything recorded. I just liked singing. You know,
Right.
I like performing. I like the way it makes people feel. You know, I like the smile that it puts on people's faces. So that's where it started. I was just on stage, and then everything else is just catching up with it. You know?
Did you have one memorable performance of 2014 that you'd say outbeat every other performance?
The Music Matters, SOBs, was the second time we did it. It was crazy because we brought everybody out, like, fans came through. There's people I didn't even know wearing Flamm shirts, you know what I mean? And before I even sung a note, it was, I was like, word.
Yeah, I want one of those shirts.
Oh yeah, we got one of those.
I am a
We'll send it to you. Yeah, absolutely.
Okay. Was the crowd really into it? Is that why you loved it? Or the venue was perfect for you? You're just in the moment?
You know what's funny? It was really just, it was how connected the crowd and I were. You know, it was the first time, like, I was battling with my boys about this, because everybody's saying, bring the band, bring the band.
Right.
But throughout all these other shows, I've been doing it just me and the crowd, you know? So the connection that we had on stage, that's what really made it my favorite, you know? And I know at the very least, if somebody wasn't having a good day that day, they would have had a great day afterwards, you know what I'm saying? I would hope.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, so that was for 2014, that was the most memorable so far. So far, 'cause I'm gonna have more.
So performing, when did you start performing? Like, as you mentioned before, 5th grade?
Yeah.
Very, very young you started?
Yes.
Is there a reason you got into it very young?
I didn't have no choice. My parents make music. My dad makes music. You know, my mom put me in choir. I was in the choir since 3rd grade or something. With Miss Cressick, man. We sang at Rockefeller Center.
Oh, cool.
Lit the trees. Sang at the White House. I stepped on Hillary Clinton's foot. And we got shot by the security. You know. Nah, but it was like that was always a part of my life. But I decided that I wanted to make that what I do. You know, on an everyday basis in college, man. I was playing ball all day, playing basketball.
Basketball?
Yeah, I actually thought singing was like softy, you know what I'm saying? There you go,
Yeah.
I'm sitting here now with you guys. So, yeah, around college, around the first time I got my heart broken, man, I wrote a song about it, you know?
That's the best way to start, right? I mean, worst best way, I guess.
Not here, right?
Yeah.
I learned that way, I learned the hard way, so.
So your family is completely supportive of your career path, and do they also play instruments and
Yep.
music as well?
My father, he plays anything with a string. He sings like an angel. He's probably at a gig right now, actually. But and my mother, she sang with a group back in the day, Atlantic Star. That was before when they were still coming up, and then they were like, all right, we're gonna go to Hollywood. She was like, nah, I'm gonna be a teacher. So my mom's a teacher.
Where's your teach?
She teaches in Yonkers. Both my parents actually teach in Yonkers. My father also, he does gigs, plays.
Right.
And both of my brothers, all 3 of my brothers. I got 2 younger brothers, and an older cousin brother. I mean, he beat my ass like a brother. So
Do you try to like mentor them with your music?
Yeah, I mean, we help each other. At this point, both my brothers, they're 18 and 23, so we're grown. You know, I mean, the 18-year-old still got some living to do, but
Yeah.
we support each other. We help each other with everything, you know. Musically, half of my, like, whenever we're together, it's a big jam session all day. You know what I mean? When I'm playing drums and my brother's playing bass and my other brother's playing guitar and we singing. Yeah, I got one of those households. It's loud. There's always some music playing. There's always somebody that don't live there that's there. You know what I'm saying? That's a blessing, man. I love it. I wouldn't have it any other way.
Do you have a specific instrument you prefer to play?
Nope.
You just like them all?
I like my voice.
Do you like try to learn new things, new instruments?
Yeah, I'm never gonna stop learning new things.
Are you
Especially
learning
with
anything new
instruments.
now?
Getting better at the bass.
Bass?
It's funny because I'm the worst guitar player in my whole family. Like I'm pretty good, yo. From the naked eye, like, oh yeah, he plays the guitar. No, I could, like, compared to the rest of my lineage, my family. I mean, like, and so I got room to learn.
So when you're writing music, do you prefer to use a piano? Do you prefer to use the drums, or do you just sit down and you write, in silence by yourself?
Mm-hmm. Well, there's no preference. It goes any way. Like today, I was writing a song I don't even rank my music, it's just up here. You know? I make voice notes. Yeah, if I die, go check this. If I die, go through my voice notes. There's some hits in there, just make sure. But there's no purpose. I mean, it could happen anywhere. It happens in the shower a lot. I make the majority of my beats, so sometimes I just make a beat and then make a song on top of it. So there's no one way to do it. You know, I don't have a set formula, but I know I just make it work.
Speaking of voice notes, did you start that song Round and Round? Was that a voice memo?
That was piano.
I know that's a popular song. I listened to it. I thought it was awesome. It's very different from anything I've heard before. How did you come up with that? It's like a story in a song.
Man, I was living it. That was real life. You know, that's all. That whole album was just a lot of just me living. That's what I live it, and then I create. Now I make something. I write a song about it. But that came out. That whole album was kind of the words in that kind of just like vomited out. Like that's a bad word. You know what I mean? Like it just came out. It wasn't something I had to really think too hard about. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But the girl who was arguing with me in the song, it's funny. You would think we knew each other for years. I met her that day.
Really?
It was a girl. I hope she's still rapping. It was a rapper named Brooklyn Carter, Lane Carter. But I had the idea of like, I would love to have a girl, arguing with me on this song, and she happened to be in the lobby of the studio, and I was like, hey, what's up? Yeah, you think you can do me a favor? She's like, what? I was like, oh, perfect, yes. You know what I mean? And I was like, oh, you can go argue with me. She's like, I don't do arguments. I'm like, this is like, and then she did that in one take. We didn't even know each other. I had to actually cut her off because she was getting a little too crazy. Like she was talking wild. But that was supposed to happen. That was one of those things the universe brought us together.
Okay. Did you have any musical influences? Anyone you watched on TV growing up you listened to, or you just came up with your own way of performing, or anything like that?
Growing up, my dad, watching him perform and seeing how much he loved it. Watching Stevie Wonder. With the Loop Machine, man, this is more recent, but Reggie Watts, he was the first guy I saw using. James Blake uses it sometimes. I don't know if he still does, but in his live performances. That really captured me because you're doing it right there, you know what I mean? That captures anybody's eye and ears. Like, yo, you're making the song right in front of me, bro. Like, so that was definitely an influence. I grew up around all kinds of music, man, so like I could just name drop today, like Led Zeppelin was a big influence, Jimi Hendrix, Sade.
Now, did your dad turn you on to these people? Was he?
Yeah, my mom too. That's the thing, like my dad, he not only grew up playing music with those guys, but like watching those guys, but he played with he played on Tom Jones' album. Not on you. He actually just got a royalty check from them not too long ago. It was like $45, but I mean, whatever. You know what I mean?
Money is money, right?
That's what's up.
Yeah.
But Tom Jones, Sissy Houston, and he was gonna go on tour with Whitney Houston in 1987, and then he messed around and had a kid named Anthony.
There you
so
are.
he was like, nah. So he ended up going, on the daddy daycare route. That's my pops, so I'm proud of him. But I mean, it doesn't stop with, I get influenced by, I'm inspired and influenced by anybody that makes music. I was inspired by this dude I just met with, what's his name, Joe, my man's name, he's just a rapper. Joe, right, whatever, my man Joe, this dude's a great rapper. Anybody that just creates, man, I'm inspired by looking at that painting right there, you know? But, yeah, man, I don't know if that answers your, I hope that answers your question. Yeah.
What, I know what it means to you, but what do you want your music to mean to your fans?
What do I want my music to mean to my fans? I just want them to know my story, know what's going on with me. It's like with every artist that puts something out, that presents something to the world, they answering the question of just what's going on with you.
Is there stuff going on right now that you feel like you want to express?
Yeah. I don't want to say it's starving all this. My rhythm is touching, but nah, man. I want to inspire anybody that feels the same way that I do. That saw something that they love to do and wanted that to be their livelihood. I want to inspire somebody tackle that, you know, and have the courage to do it. Have the courage to be like, yo, nah, I don't want to sit at this desk. I want to do something that impacts the world in my way. You know, it takes courage. I'm trying to be verbally, you know, pleasing, but it takes balls, man. You gotta go for that. You know, it's scary. It's scary when you hustling. And when I say hustle, I'm talking about you started from damn near nothing and you making something out of that.
Were you in a situation that you had nothing, or you were in a career or job that you hated, and then you decided to make a change in your life?
I'm doing that right now as we speak. You know what I mean? Me and my brothers, we building something from the ground up, and we got our gears running and we still moving. But I want anybody that ever feels that way that, you know, I've done odd jobs, you know, bartended, I even got my degree. You know what I mean? So I got something to fall back on, so to speak.
Right.
But still, like, I just want anybody that feels that way that's just like, yo, I know what I want to do, and it's not the norm of what people expect of me. Yo, I'm gonna do it because I can, and I got hands and feet and legs and a voice, so I'm gonna use it the way I want to,
Right.
and I'm gonna thrive doing that. So that's what I want people to feel when they hear my stuff.
And like you were saying before, that you were performing, and there was a lot of people that had shirts that you didn't even know.
Yeah.
How is that support, you know, influence your music?
Oh, that's everything. That's everything that reminds me. Yo, every day, if I ever feel discouraged on my path, on my journey, whatever. Like the other day, I was working with my boy Vin, helping him finish his album. Singer, songwriter named Vin Keaton. And we were on the train coming back, and I can't lie, I was feeling a little discouraged, you know, especially, it's just money, man. Like, life is so good, I'm chilling. I got my family's healthy, you know what I mean? When I say family, I mean my boys and my birth family. Everybody's healthy, we together, we have fun together. It's just money. You know what I mean? It's just being compensated for the hard work that we put in. So I'm feeling a little, you know, light in the pockets, whatever you want, you know, however you want to take it, but this dude is a crowd, it's like a group of like 3-4 dudes, they talking, speaking to some language, sound like Israeli or something, and the dude literally, he stopped, and he said something like, Flamm, and I'm like, bro, he said, no, you're the Flamm, yes? You're the Flamm? You make music, yes? Oh man, I like your music, man, thank you, man, keep doing, and I'm like, yo, bro, you don't even know how much I needed to hear that right now, you know?
There's always something, man.
That's, I don't know, it just reminds me that I'm on the right track.
Right.
You know, at least I feel it.
Now, do you think that you could play a little bit for us on the piano, since we have 3 pianos here, and
Sure.
you know, maybe you can play "See You Again" for us?
I can do that.
Because that's my favorite. So.
I can do that. Try something new. Hello. Hi, what's up? It's Anthony Flamm here, and I'm here with Concrete Rose Magazine. If you want to find my music, you can go to anthonyflammia.co or at me at Flamm, Flamm.